No one else.
And that's where I like the orangery to go. What do you think, Mr. Gorton? A good spot for an orangery?
Yes, very nice, Mrs. Conway. But if you don't mind, could we get back to the matter in hand?
I thought a nice stroll around the grounds would do you good. It's not nice being cooped up in a hospital, is it?
No, but as I was saying,
I spent 2 nights in some ghastly private hospital last year, didn't I, Roger?
Yes. I mean, I'd hardly say it was ghastly. It was more like a hotel, if you ask me.
Ingrowing toenail, very painful.
Look, as I was saying, since the heart attack, I've been advised to seriously rethink my career and life choices. I must say I've had a lucky escape. Things could have turned out a lot worse. But you have to see, Mr. Conway, it was the shooting that caused the cardiac arrest.
Of course, I do understand, and I can only apologise once more, and if there is anything else we can do...
Be sure to put your complaint in writing. Our email address is available on our website.
Thank you. However, I've some slightly more urgent matters to discuss with you. As I said, I've had to rethink my career path since the incident, and sadly, I've had to resign from my consultancy firm in the city.
And we can't be more sorry for any harm we may have caused.
Not that we actually did cause it, but we do have a hotel to run, so if you wouldn't mind...
But I'm not quite sure that you understand me. Due to the trauma experienced during my stay, my career has come to an abrupt end. I'm now having to negotiate a quick sale on my London property so that I can move out of the city for a quieter life.
Oh, sounds lovely. The countryside is very appealing.
Roger, don't be stupid.
Oh.
However, at the advice of my legal team, I do have to tell you that we're going to be taking legal action against the hotel as a result of...
Hang on. Barnaby wasn't responsible for the shooting, as the police report states. We've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are mistaken, Mrs. Conway. I've been informed by my legal team that many safety regulations just weren't followed. That includes a lack of protective wear, not enough staff on the shoot for the number of guests that were attending. There are a number of...
It's your fault, Roger. You were meant to be going on that shoot that day.
Sorry, dear. I had to cover for Katrina.
That's no excuse.
Please, Mrs. Gorton, could we not come to some sort of deal to resolve this amicably? Maybe a free stay or two?
The damages I will be claiming adds up to many thousands of pounds, Mr. Conway. Frankly, I don't think a free holiday will cover it. I mean, my solicitor will be in touch. Good day.
Thank you, Roger. Once again, ruining any chance we have of success. You better employ a jolly good lawyer, hang the expense, just get the best there is, so we don't have to give that whining Mr. Gorton a penny.
Go on then. Tell me what you're going to say.
Right, I'm going to start by complimenting her on her appearance.
Isn't that a bit, sexist or something?
Is it?
You should tell her a joke. Or talk about something that you know she's interested in.
Like what?
I don't know. Like, what sort of music she's into. Or what her favourite film is.
I don't know any jokes.
Isn't this her now?
Oh, no, quick, hide.
Why?
Just come round here and duck down under the reception desk.
What for?
Just do it.
Hi, Barnes. Is Kat around?
Oh, hi, Cassie. Didn't see you there. Yeah, she's around somewhere.
Or is she in her room?
No.
Where is she then?
She's somewhere in the hotel.
Right. I'll go and look for her then.
You can't go yet.
Why not? What is it? What's with all the mystery? Can you stop staring at me, Barnaby? You're beginning to freak me out.
Oh, sorry. It's just that I wanted to say...
What?
Sorry. It's just... I wanted to say... I like your skirt. Very much indeed.
Thanks. Don't think it would suit you though. Can I go now?
Yes, sorry. I have been meaning to ask you something actually, Cassie.
Oh God, what?
What's your favourite joke and do you have a boyfriend?
Why are you asking me that? And what's with all the weirdness?
I'm asking for a friend.
Oh yeah? Who?
Ralph.
What?
Whoa, Ralph, what are you doing hiding under there?
I don't know. Barnaby told me to hide.
You two are weird. I'm off to find Kat.
What did you say that for?
I don't know, I panicked.
Now she thinks we're both losers.
Oh, sorry, Ralph.
Why'd you make me hide?
I don't know.
Seriously, mate, you had no chance before, and now you're in negative equity.
Ah, there you are, Mrs. Whittington. Now, I know I have mentioned this to you before, but I really do think that it would be best if I chaired this meeting. What with my position in the WI, it's clear that I have the most experience in these...
Oh, well, if you must.
I think it is sensible. I bought my gavel just in case. Can I have your attention, please, everyone? If you'd like to take your seats, we're just waiting for Mr. Conway, and then we can begin.
So sorry everyone, I'm late. I thought I saw someone that I didn't recognise in the foyer, and then I ran into Lucinda and she gave me a couple of jobs to do, and I just lost track of time.
Well, firstly, I'd like to thank you all for coming to the first of many meetings of the fundraising committee. Mr. Conway, Mrs. Whittington and I are looking forward to hearing your ideas about how we can raise as much money as possible in order to provide an appropriate donation to the British Hedgehog Preservation Society in Horace's name.
We need to make sure that the pain and suffering caused by the horrific event has not been in vain.
Oh, and we also hope that this event can bring the whole village together in a joyous occasion to celebrate the togetherness and tolerance that makes Bamlington unique.
Yes. Well, that too. I should like to...
Well, before we begin, I think we should all bow our heads and have a moment of silence to mark the passing of Horace. May he rest in peace.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's get down to business. Mr. Conway, do you want to begin?
Yes, thank you. So, obviously, the fete.
Fundraiser.
Yes, fundraiser will be held in the hotel's garden, right in front of the main entrance facade.
Yes, but we need ideas for stalls and whatnot. So, does anyone have any suggestions? You take notes, Mr. Conway.
Right.
The WI will obviously be having a stall selling jams and crafty bits. We have a wealth of talent in our community, and in my capacity as chairperson and acting events manager, I can drum up a lot of interests and donations of high-quality saleable goods.
Thank you, Sandra. I will put you down for a stall then. Does anyone have a pen?
Here you go, Roger.
Thank you. And I don't suppose you happen to have some paper as well.
Shall we get on?
I'd like to offer a police dog demonstration.
Really? Isn't that a bit aggressive in this day and age, PC Addington? I'm not sure I'd want to explain about the nasty criminals to any small children in the village.
We don't really have any need for any police dogs in Bamlington, do we?
Well, no. We haven't actually used police dogs in Bamlington before.
You see?
And wouldn't a dog kill a hedgehog? Oh, it's hardly appropriate. Oh, no, I don't think so, PC Adlington.
No, of course not. It's a silly suggestion now I think about it.
But perhaps Terry could provide a petting corner, though. That would be something nice for the kids.
Oh, very good, Dorothy, yes.
Sonia was telling me that they've had some rescue kittens brought in that will need to be handled before they're rehomed.
Oh, how lovely.
Yes, and it would be good to have a connection with the Wildlife Rescue Centre. After all, that's where Horace regained his health.
Yeah, before it was cruelly snatched away.
Super! I'll write down Pet's Corner.
Any other ideas?
Well, I would obviously like to offer some delicacies from my emporium for the event.
Oh, lovely.
Write it down, Mr. Conway.
Well, I'm not sure of the capacity we will be able to manage. What with a fully booked lunch and dinner service on a Saturday?
Well, maybe you could share a stall with Tina.
Oh, yes, she makes the most delicious cakes. I have first-hand experience. Perhaps she could give you some tips, Maurice.
Well, I hardly think that I should be taking tips from a
From a what?
from a cafe owner. No offence. Right, sorry, yes, but I would happily share a store with Miss Harding.
Fine.
They could have a bake-off. That is a great idea.
Oh, I don't think it would be right to put Maurice and Tina head-to-head, PC Adlington.
Well, this is about bringing the community together, after all.
No, right. Of course not.
But what about a baking competition involving the entire village?
Oh, yes, and I'm sure that the famous actor Hugh Masters would be only too happy to be the judge of the bakery competition. What do you think, Dorothy?
Oh, I'm sure that Hugh would be happy to help. He's such a good boy.
Oh, lovely. The Great Bamlington Bakery Competition. I've written it down.
I suppose I could run flower arranging workshops. Well, if you think that might be useful.
That sounds perfect. And maybe we could hold a small flower show. You could be the judge of that, Flora.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
Will there be a cactus category?
No, I don't think so, PC Adlington. I know very little about cacti.
No, of course not.
Why did you specifically suggest cacti, Stephen?
There was one left on my doorstep this morning. It's a beauty.
And obviously refreshments would be provided by the Conway Hotel.
Did the cactus come with a note or a message?
Nope.
Oh, my lord, why is it only me who got a note?
Leave it, Roger.
So, Conway Hotel refreshments?
Roger!
Oh, yes, sorry, yes, no, maybe. I would have to run it past Lucinda.
Well, you can't be that busy. I mean, look at the place. It's practically empty. I've seen more life in a cemetery.
Oh, I could invite the local reporter from Focus on Bamlington. He's a great friend. Might get you some nice publicity.
That would be fantastic.
Mind you, they must be pretty busy at the moment. I haven't had this month's edition delivered yet, which means that they must be behind schedule.
We could have some music from the local brass band and woodwind group.
Yes, and what about an open mic?
An open what?
Or how about a talent show?
Oh, yes. Oh, that would be such fun.
What would your talent be, Miss Harding?
I'm sure I have some talents hidden up my sleeve somewhere, Mr. Grommet.
Well, I'd be interested to see what they are, Miss Harding.
Why don't you call me Tina?
Only if you call me Maurice.
Okay, Maurice.
Okay, Tina.
Please don't talk amongst yourselves. If we could bring this back to the committee meeting. Is there anyone else that can offer something?
Oh, I could run a tombola.
Oh, I do love a good tombola.
Oh, I've got a tombola barrel somewhere in my shed. We can use that. Write it down, Mr. Conway. And of course, there will be the highlight of the event, the grand unveiling of the memorial bench, which is being donated by Mr. Conway.
Oh, how kind.
Well, it's the least he could do.
Yes, of course.
Right, well, it looks like we've all got a lot to be getting on with.
Yes, and remember why we're doing this.
We need to make as much money as possible.
To honour Horace's memory.
Yes, all right.
So, unless anyone has anything else to say, I will officially call this meeting to a close.
Oh, about time too. I need to spend some time at the allotment, and I'll dig that tombola out of the shed.
That would be very helpful, Mrs. Whittington. Mr. Conway will post the minutes on the village notice board no later than tomorrow morning.
Right.
Right, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Roger, I just wanted to catch you before you went.
Of course, Stephen. How can I help you?
Well, it's more how I can help you, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've been thinking about this memorial bench.
Yes.
And I am a rather keen amateur carpenter. And I would like the opportunity to make the bench myself.
Really? You would do that?
I'd love to.
Oh, well, that sounds wonderful. And how much would this cost?
Oh, I wouldn't be wanting any money. The joy of making something with such a grand occasion would be enough payment for me.
Well, that is fantastic news. I don't mind telling you that money is a little tight at present, and that is a real weight off my mind. Thank you, Stephen.
Would you like to see some photos of my previous work?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I'm sure it will be marvellous. I'd best get back to Lucinda's list.
All right. Bye, Roger.
Your brother's behaving very strangely, Kat.
He's not my brother, remember?
Well, he is your half-brother.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
He is a bit odd, though, isn't he?
He's an idiot.
First, he said he liked my skirt, and then he said he knew someone who wanted to know if I had a boyfriend, and then Ralph popped up from beneath the reception desk, and he started talking to me.
Listen, we've got to get rid of the magazines in Mrs. Whittington's shed today. If she goes up there and finds them, we're done for.
The cat's already out the bag, isn't it? Your mum has already read the interview.
Yes, she got her hands on the only copy we didn't manage to, and we must make sure no one else gets sight of it. As things stand, no one else knows about Barnaby's parentage.
Okay. Do we have to go today? We did put that padlock on the door and she doesn't have a key, so she won't even be able to get in.
I know, but that was just a stalling tactic. She'll get someone to get the padlock off as soon as she sees it, so we've got to go up there today and do what we agreed.
Okay, I'm up for it.
Okay, so here's the plan. You take one of the petrol cans your dad uses for the lawnmower and stash it in the allotment. I'll bring the firelighters and matches and meet you there tonight, say about 11?
Sounds good.
We are going to get rid of those magazines once and for all.
Dad, can I come in? I really need to talk to you about something.
Of course you can, son. You just sit down.
Dad, I've been getting these really strange text messages lately.
What do you mean?
Well, at first I thought someone had the wrong number and was texting me by mistake. Someone who was waiting for a lift or something, because they said things like, I know where you are and won't be long.
What? Barnaby, show me.
I tried phoning the number, but it's blocked. The last text was the one that made me think maybe they didn't have the wrong number. Look.
It won't be long now. You're a sitting duck. Say your goodbyes. He's only got himself to blame. The sands of time have run out, Barnaby. You have your father to thank for your early exit. Debts must be paid. Oh, goodness.
Dad, are you okay? You've gone really pale. What is it?
Oh, good Lord.
Shall I get Mum?
No, thank you. I just need to think. How did they get your number?
Who? Dad, what's going on? Look, here's another one.
Well, what does it say?
I'm here.
Oh.
No, I understand. I've cancelled that for you, Mrs. Armitage. Although I do have to make it clear that the shooting really was no fault of the hotel, and I do hope you will book with us in the future. Goodbye. Oh, Mr. Conway.
Sorry, Belinda. I can't stop to chat. Barnaby has been having phone trouble and Lucinda has given me an endless list of jobs to get done before dinner. I'm going to have to move heaven and earth.
I've just taken another cancellation, I'm afraid. It turns out that a guest being shot isn't the best advertisement for the Conway Hotel.
But Barnaby has been completely vindicated. This is ridiculous.
I know that, Mr. Conway, but the incident has scared people off.
Right, well, all we can do is plan for a brighter future. Now, Belinda, has anyone checked in today?
Let me just check. No, not today.
And any non-residents in the restaurant or the bar?
I don't think so. Why?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. You get off now, Belinda. I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you sure you're okay, Mr. Conway? You look very peaky.
Yes, fine, thank you.
I hope you're not still fretting about that silly hedgehog. If you ask me, putting on this fundraiser is more than enough compensation.
Yes, thank you, Belinda. Off you go now.
Keep your chin up, Mr. Conway. Things are never as bad as they seem.
No, things are worse than ever.
Ah, a person at last. I was beginning to wonder if you were even open.
Oh, I am so sorry. I was just in the office. How can I help you?
Are you Mr. Roger Conway?
I am.
My name is Rachel Birch. I'm from the HMRC. My card.
HMRC?
Yes, that's right. Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. I'm here to inspect your accounts and review your tax returns. I trust everything is ready for my assessment.
Oh! Well, I think there must be some misunderstanding. I really wasn't expecting anyone from the HMRC, and I certainly didn't know that the accounts were being scrutinised today. I'm not really in a position to.
Mr. Conway, your wife spoke to me only yesterday, and my visit is very much in the diary. Now, if you'd just show me where to go.
Well, Lucinda isn't here, I'm afraid. Could you possibly pop back another time?
No.
Oh, well, does it have to be today?
Yes.
Well, the thing is, how can I put it?
With all due respect, Mr. Conway, you're wasting my time, and I like to be thorough, and therefore I do not have time to waste.
No, of course, yes. Well, it's just that, I mean, the office is such a mess.
That's neither here nor there, Mr. Conway. I am only interested in your accounts. Now, may I be so candid as to say you appear to be stalling? What does that say?
Oh, no, sorry, not at all. Goodness me, where are my manners? So sorry, it's been quite a day. Do come through, I'll show you to the office. You take a seat here, Mrs. Birch.
Thank you.
Now, here we are. This should be everything you need. All still done by hand, best way. I'll get someone to bring you a drink. Tea, coffee?
No, thank you.
Right. Well, I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, just oh dear. If you'll excuse me, I'm not feeling tip top. I think I'm going to be sick.